Today I'm going to tell you what makeup products I've been using as somebody that has very sensitive skin and is eczema prone, especially around the lip area. I have food allergies to gluten and soy, and sometimes when I do have things that maybe contain a little bit of it, whether it's soybean oil or soy lecithin or whatever it is, I will start to get pretty dry around my mouth area. So I'm going to show you what I use when I do feel like it needs to be covered up. Normally, I would say don't put any product on it whatsoever. However, I've had days where I need to film content and I just don't want it to be such a sore eye. So what I do use is CeraVe Healing Ointment all over the areas that are especially dry. And then pat it down. I don't rub it in, but I really pat it down. That way, if there are any dryness, I don't want it to like lift up in me trying to like rub it all over. Rather, I'm patting it in. And then after that, I go in with this Merit Beauty Stick. This one is in shade Khaki, and this is the one that really blends in closer to my skin color. But I put it kind of over the areas that get really red. Again, same principle. I don't rub it in. I tap it, and then I go in with this really dense brush and gently go over all of those areas. I do put powder on it just to kind of set it, but I don't go too heavy where it starts making it look really cakey. So my main product that I love using for this is this Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish, and I just put it right over that area. And I go in with this broken Real Techniques brush, take a little bit and then just set. I do use it just all over my face. I am having a little bit of a dry outbreak, but I need to do a little bit of work and get in front of my camera today. So we're just gonna do really light. This is nothing new. But just really light makeup. I'm just now getting over the cold, just not 100%, but we got things to do and I've just been trying to recover all week. And then over those places that I put bronzer, I'm going to use the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in shade Dark. And stamping it in, that's key. Just stamping and pressing it in, not really rubbing it in, but just a little bit here and there. The product that always makes the biggest difference is lip liner for me, because usually this is kind of my natural lip, but I always want to pronounce it a little bit more, especially when I am going through like those dry seasons where it just looks not as moisturized. Just adds some of that color back in. And this is a Charlotte Tilbury. And as you can tell, I'm going through this one. There you go. Just keeps it a little bit natural. And then because I still want something hydrating but gives off a little bit of color, this is a sample one. This is a NARS Afterglow Lip Balm. And it just has this really like the tiniest tint possible. Maybe I'll put on a little bit of eyeliner, and now I go film. I've been posting a lot of what type of food I eat as somebody that's allergic to gluten and allergic to soy, and I've gotten some comments that are like, what the hell do you eat? Because that's in everything. I've struggled with trying to figure out what I can and can't eat for the past 5 years. So tonight I'm gonna show you guys an example of something that I do eat. Now, I will say, I love to cook. There are meals that I'll show in the future, but mainly they're like Filipino meals. But my boyfriend also loves to cook, and today he's actually the one that's gonna be cooking. He's gonna be making Lomo Saltado. He's made it like 3 times before, and it's been absolutely insane. He's starting off with the potatoes, and he's just frying them in a cast iron skillet. And then he's prepared, what else goes into this? Flat iron steak.
But so it's gonna be potatoes and rice, and then on top of that is I'm gonna stir fry steak and onion and red bell pepper and green onion with ají amarillo, garlic and ginger, and a little bit of Coco Aminos instead of soy sauce and vinegar.
Mwah.
So
That sounds, look at this, look at this, show him. So I got him this apron, my family and I, because he loves to cook. It's called Keegan's Cooking.
Who's cooking? Keegan's cooking.
Who's cooking? Keegan's cooking. So I've been getting comments on like my TikTok posts and even on like my YouTube shorts, especially the ones that where I say like, here's what I eat in a day as somebody that's gluten-free and soy-free. And a couple of them have been like, okay, what else do you eat? Because I feel like it's so limited since soy is in everything, especially Asian food, and gluten is in a lot of things as well. So I'm gonna make a little series called What I Eat in a Day or What I Eat Throughout the Week. And this one is really gonna kick us off. Not only get to see, but maybe get inspired by certain types of dishes that we make. Keegan's definitely more of the trying out different types of food. I'm definitely like Filipino food, pasta, and whatever I'm feeling at the moment. But he's very like, let's try this, 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 and this, and let's see how we can make it friendly to us. Something that has just been saving me because I love chocolate, and with soy, there's certain things that you can't have, like soy lecithin. I'm pretty sensitive to it, so a lot of chocolates are made with that as an emulsifier. But there are certain brands like this one here, the very bottom says no soy and no gluten. Yeah, it's good. So this is tonight's, oh shoot. So this is tonight's dinner. That's what I had today. I want to show you guys what I've been using in my skincare routine that has been changing how my skin looks. This is Lancome Clarifique. So far I've used this for about a week or two, maybe every other couple of days, so that my skin can kind of get used to it. But every time I use it, afterwards my skin is like glowing. And I only use it at nighttime. It's suggested that you use it once in the day, once at night, but there's a PHA in here, and I don't want to expose that to the sun. I only do it during nighttime. So every morning when I wake up after I put this on, my skin is like glowing and radiant. And I know that has to do with the niacinamide and the PHA, which are both really big players. So I'm gonna show you guys my skincare routine.
Oh, this is where we're gonna sit.
Ooh, so we do have...
Yeah, we're right under the big building.
I have micellar water in this bottle. And I just take a cotton pad. Just wash my face. So now I'm gonna use the Lancome Clarifique. This is the one where I've just seen my skin get so glowy after I use it. Like the next morning. Down the neck, behind the neck too. CeraVe. I've used this since I was a kid. And then I stopped using it when I was a teenager, started getting all these breakouts, used all the trendy stuff, but it's made a full circle moment back into my life. And this is the one that I use as a lip balm. I like it a lot better than Aquaphor because I feel like there's other properties in here that are helping it not just sit on top, but get like absorbed into the skin. That's my nighttime routine.